Hello, just having a little fun there. It's 11:11 Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me back. I've got another question for you. My question is, and perhaps actually it's yours, what does he feel about me, right? This is a question that sometimes we like a little bit of reassurance, don't we? So I'm sorry, I started that off saying, what does he feel about me? Obviously, what does he feel about me? What does she feel about me? Or however you would like to identify yourselves. Let us get started with the crystals. Okay, so crystal number one, my gorgeous, oh my gosh, I can't believe that every single time I show this crystal I get tongue-tied and I forget the name. That's going to come to me later and I really forget and I feel so embarrassed. But anyway, this gorgeous crystal, fluorite. Okay, fluorite. There we go. One. Oh gosh, sometimes. Crystal quartz, number two. And celestite, number three. Whoop. Once again, that is 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let's start off with number 1. Fluorite. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards for you. And then I'm going to pick 4. And those 4 are going to guide us into an intuitive channeled message reading of what does he, she, etc. feel about moi. Here we go. One. Da, 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 da. 2. Do, 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 do. 3. And, well, that one was like, I'm jumping out. It dived into the couch. So that really wanted to come out. It wanted to come out before any other card that I picked out. That's how important it was. Let's see why. 6 of Pentacles. I always like to show you the cards first, and then you can get an intuitive feel for what they mean for you. 8 of Wands. Ace of Swords. And, okay. This is the card that really wanted to pop out, guys. The Empress. Ooh, and I keep being drawn. I don't know about you, but I keep being drawn to the little phoenix. So some kind of transformation you're going through at the moment. I feel you. Transformations are not always exciting or fun. Not what we think they are. They're always hard. If you are going through a transformation, trust me, we're in it together, and the road will get easier. We will conquer. We will conquer. All right. So let's take a look. Talking about conquering. Why did that word come out? We do have the Empress. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a see at what I'm going to use just the pronoun they. You know. What do they feel about you? First of all, they already tell you what they feel about you. So why are you even watching this? I I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the cards for a minute and I'm trying to piece the messages together, and it took me a while there, so I apologize, but it's all coming through streamline right now. Sometimes it just takes me a minute to connect. They communicate to you all the time what they feel about you, but I understand it's still, you may be a little bit mistrustful of the words coming out. You want to make sure that they match with the feelings. Sometimes people say things, and people have said things to you in the past that were just not true in the end, and somewhere along the lines you lost your trust for a lot of people. And I'm sorry if that hits a chord there. I understand where you're coming from, because I feel this too, to a certain extent. I mean, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There's no judgment here. We've all been through some kind of a rude awakening in our lives, right? And I can definitely understand where you're coming from with this one. But this person really feels like you are their, my goodness, I'm hearing the word queen. You are their goddess. You are their empress, right? Like you are just, and it doesn't matter if you are a woman or not, a girl, a guy, it doesn't matter what you are. Whatever you are, however you express yourself, you definitely embody a lot of very empress, divine feminine type of qualities, which is beautiful. And the person you are with could certainly be your emperor, which would mean that they would be your divine masculine counterpart, which would possibly indicate that you are in a twin flame relationship. And if this is the case, this just confirms that your mistrust comes from other relationships that weren't so stable. They were a little bit more shaky. And now, interestingly enough, you almost feel like the relationship you're in isn't stable, because you're also, one, you're projecting your experiences from the past onto the present. And two, what's happening in this relationship is very new territory to you. So you are suspicious of how sincere the feelings that are being presented to you are. Just a minute, I'm going to drink a little bit of water because I'm parched. Okay, no longer parched for the moment. This person just sees you as like a gift. They see you as a gift to them, like life, the universe has given them a gift. It's interesting that I said the word conquer at the beginning, because it's not that they want to conquer you. It's not about that, but they just feel like you are their person. And they would be so torn without you that they just need you. Not in an I need you in a negative way, but in you sort of complete me way. In the corny, you complete me way. And the person is definitely very open with their expressions of love towards you. You've got your guard up a little bit, understandably so. This person is patient, but don't try their patience for too long, because they do tend to get frustrated when they're waiting around for I'm pulling out the word ages. I think that's how they view it sometimes. You take your time with however you want to open up or not open up, because if obviously this person is the one for you, then if this person is meant to be, then no matter what, you always find a way to be together. So I wouldn't worry so much about those kinds of things. You know, there's a little bit of a safety in that, and reassurance that no matter what the discussion or argument or disagreement you had, if the person's meant to be, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. You'll find a way to stick together and be together. So, especially for you in your case, you are this person's everything. You are a gift from the universe. They're ready to fight for you. They're ready to defend you. They're ready to protect you. They're ready to do anything for you. This is very extroverted, demonstrative energy that they're basically not shoving in your face, but they're just like almost wrapping you around in their energy. And sometimes you feel like almost suffocated to a certain degree, like you just panic. You don't know what to do with all this love and attention, and you're just like, okay, step back for a second, step back, just a second, just a minute, gotta go to the bathroom, just a minute, I'll be right there, you know? So I don't know if you relate to that, but I'm just feeling that kind of energy here where you're like, hold on, yep, I'll be there, you know? And this person is ready, they're in it, they're gung-ho for you. So there's no doubt of what they feel about you. It's actually you are the one who's a little bit more hesitant. Now back to the transformation bit. You are going through a transformation. I see that very clearly. The Ace of Wands in the background also represents endings, okay? And then I did notice the Phoenix on her shield, which is, you know, Phoenix burning to the ashes, incinerating itself from the core, and then basically being rebirthed, okay? So ending and beginnings always go together. If this is the case, endings and beginning, and the Phoenix is on the Empress's shield, this is, you are going through some kind of transformation where you will learn how to let your guard down, become more vulnerable and open. Wow. That's pretty intense. I just want to show that to you here. Okay, so the shield, the Phoenix, the sword. Imagine you've got your guard up, you've got a wall up perhaps. You know, it made sense to have it up before, but now this transformation, especially with everything that we were talking about with having your guard up, and then the fact that the Phoenix is on the shield here. What does a shield do? It protects you. So it's almost like, along with the Phoenix being burnt, because of course the Phoenix burns itself completely, the Phoenix is on a shield and it's going to also burn down the shield, right? Imagine this whole thing being burnt down. So it's not that you won't be able to protect yourself when it comes to the people that you want to protect yourself from. Of course, you're always going to have that intelligence about to know, you know, to be able to see beyond people's facades. Because as someone who keeps her guard up, you've also learned to sharpen your intuition when it comes to others. You can see them coming, you can understand them, you can get what their intentions are all about. You're going to transform into something magnificent. Magnificent. Mwahaha. You are going to transform into something really wonderful where you can take that shield down, you can be open, you can be a little bit vulnerable to the right person. You don't have to be vulnerable to everybody. It's not good to be, you know, just, oh, I trust everybody, everybody's my friend all the time, because people will take advantage of you. You have to have a balance. And since you are so well equipped to understand who are the people you can trust, you know, who are the people you can't, energy vampires and that kind of thing, now we've got to balance you out. So the universe is like, all right, we've got to balance you out here. So the universe is bringing someone who can challenge you into letting your guard down. Because this divine masculine counterpart that you're drawing in is someone who will challenge who you are in order for you to grow. Just like you are also, don't underestimate your own power, you are also challenging them to grow. You're both challenging each other to grow. And it's a beautiful, beautiful relationship that you have going for you. This person feels very deeply for you. There's no malice here. This is an honest person whom I believe that you can trust. So before you go, I hope you liked that reading. It was gorgeous. I really am so happy to be able to reassure you with it, even though deep down you already knew, right? Just want to mention something that I'm offering. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'm offering 50% off any of my readings and services through my website, with information in the description below. And I also have another video on this promotion that I'll link down below. Actually, yeah, you know what? If you want to help me support my channel and you're interested in getting 50% off, take a look at the video that I've linked down below. I'll call it discounted videos. Or sorry, what? Discounted readings. Yay. And then you can take a look at that link. Let me know what you think. And I look forward to possibly offering you a reading. And if not, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, number two, crystal quartz. I don't know why I said it like that. Number 2, crystal quartz. You hate it when things are unclear. That's why you picked crystal quartz in the first place. You love things that are clear. You're sort of aesthetically drawn to this, even though I said go with your intuition. But, you know, I can't deny that this time your intuition and aesthetics were in harmony as you picked the crystal quartz. I love the way it catches light, right? Isn't that so cool, the way it catches light? And I do really like when things are crystal as well. So I do relate to that need to have everything clear and crystal clear. You don't like not understanding things. All right. Sorry, I just drank a little water. I am going to shuffle the cards. And we are going to find out what, I'm going to use the pronoun they to simplify things, what they feel about you. All right, here we go. 4 cards. 4 cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Cards, craziness, madness. 4. Sorry guys, I'm in a kind of a kooky mood. Sometimes I get into a little bit of my kooky moods. My family laughs. I grew up being the court jester of my family, so I get into these silly kind of crazy moods. All right, here are your cards. 2 of Cups. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I feel like I said that in a very dramatic way. The Page of Swords. Tune in to find out what will happen in our episode of What Do They Feel About Me? No, this is very, I don't know why there's like a lot of, maybe there's a lot of drama surrounding your experience with this person. Like, I just feel like you in a cloud of just frustration and drama, and you're like, I hate not understanding, not knowing, I hate playing games, just tell me what's up, like be real with me. I just feel all this energy from you. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm just processing. Oops, sorry. Kicked the tripod. You are very grounded, like here now. I'm hearing salt of the earth. You're just like you're very here now person, okay? Just you're, it's not that you're necessarily living in the moment all the time. Of course, you plan, you think ahead, but you're very, you know, you don't like drama. You like to keep things simple. You might be a Taurus, or you might have a significant Taurus placement in your chart, or a lot of, let's see, Taurus would be the second house. So a lot of planets in your second house or aspects to Venus? What planet rules Taurus? Oh my goodness. Anyway, just take a look at your birth chart, okay? You may have a lot of earthy signs. Could be Taurus, could be also Virgo. Yeah, I see that now. Lots of Virgo energy as well. Very responsible kind of person. People can rely on you, and you've just had it because there's this masculine energy. For most of you are most likely going to be this Queen of Pentacles over here, and most of the partners you're excuse me, drawing in are going to be the Page of Swords. This may not be a romantic. You may have stumbled upon this video and you may have said, I don't want this to be a romantic situation. I just want to know what they feel. Maybe it's a sibling. It could be, in some cases, a younger brother. If it's not, though, and this is a romantic inquiry, I guess you can say, the Page of Swords would represent that person. Being a younger, more, almost, I don't want to put it, how do I put this delicately? They have a little bit of an ego, and they're a little immature to a certain extent. You feel like they like to play games, but I think what you don't realize is they tend to look at, that's kind of the way they've been conditioned to a certain degree, to look at different situations as if they were games. It's not that this person is playing games with you and that he's doing what he's doing to you differently than what he would be doing towards someone else. This is kind of the way he is. This is his personality, I'm getting. And it may take him a little while to mature. I hate to be so blunt to talk about him specifically in that way. You may have needed to hear that information. If this is a relative, of course, you don't take what applies, or friend, all right? This person, if this is a relative, they just, they could be jealous of you, possessive, you know, wanting to keep your attention to themselves for whatever reason. That's in general for both romantic and non-romantic inquiries. But there is this feeling of love for you. Romantically, this would be the obvious romantic feelings for you. And certainly attraction. With a family member or a friend, no, this would be just that they look at you like you're two peas in the pod. You need them, they need you, and it almost comes like a, there's this energetic vampirism feeling. Almost like you feel very drained by this person sometimes. They just bug you because of the games they play, and then you are drawn to them. They are important to you, but you just see a lot of things from your past coming up and repeating themselves, and you're just so, you know what? I almost want to say this is more about you. This is more about how you feel. I know you tuned in to find out what they feel, but they feel what we can guarantee, who's we? I don't know. Spirit speaking through me. I'm a collective portal now. What's going on? So I can definitely say that with the Two of Cups, you know, this person does feel an attraction or love towards you that's a little bit immature. It's an immature because they are not capable of feeling more than what they are able to feel. Does that make sense? Let me just drink a little bit of water. thirsty today. You feel drained of water. You feel like you're always thirsty for more. It's not enough for you, this experience. It's just a repetition of the past. And if you've come to be reassured that, yes, you should not feel guilty for what you're feeling. You should not feel badly about what you're feeling. If you need to learn how to put the spotlight back on you and make sure that your needs, your wants and needs are taken care of, and that, you know, if you can't depend on someone else in the moment, well then, sometimes you got to do it yourself, but know that there are always people around you who are able to help you and give you, you know, a shoulder to cry on, or, you know, an extra hand at doing something, because you do take care of a lot of business. So you don't need to take care of this drama. That was a very firm message for you. I think you intuitively know the rest. So I will say that you will figure it out, and everything will work in your favor. It always does in the end. Okay, it always does if we keep that vision in our heads. You know, use law of attraction and vision. What is it that would make you happy? What is it that would make you happy? Think about that. Zone in on that. Key in on that and focus. Allow that to lead you the way. Don't judge it too much. Of course, find a practical route. We still got to work on the 3D. But once you find that practical route, go after it. Do what you need to do. Okay, so yeah, that was a great reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will say that I'm offering discounted readings, and I have a little video that I've linked below. It's called Discounted Readings. So you just click on that link, you can watch a video. I have all the information there on how to get half off any reading in my website, and you know, with a little explanation on how you'd be simultaneously helping me to help my channel grow. So if you want to take a look at that, I would be ever so thankful. I'm already very appreciative and thankful that you have stopped by to take a look. And I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much. Bye. Number 3, you have celestite here. Okay, that is your stone. Always someone who picks celestite, I feel, has a good connection with the angels, the angelic realm. You have good guardian angels that surround you and protect you. If you feel unsafe, don't. Just speak to them. Little message for you there. I'm going to do. My dog is literally just sitting on the couch laughing at my silliness today. I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'm going to pull out 4 for you. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. All right, there's another card. You have a 5th card. A 5th card flew out for you. So let's see what that's all about. This is the 5th card that really wanted to make its appearance. I'll let you look at the cards and you can intuitively see what meaning you get out of that. The 4 of Cups. Queen of Wands. The Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? The Queen of Wands. I already mentioned her. The Empress. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, good. Now let's put these cards into their little card holders. It's a very methodical process. Please excuse the wait. And I should sing a song during these moments of pause. The Empress. Okay. That worked out. Wonderful. I like how, I didn't mean to do that, but I like how I placed the Empress in the middle. Okay, right away I'm seeing you have friends. You have friends around you could rely on. You have at least one very good friend that you can rely on. This person brings you a lot of relief, allows you to calm down. Okay, you're able to be calm with this person. Okay, most likely it's she, but not necessarily he. She brings a lot of grounding to you. But the person you're drawing in, oh, there's a few different scenarios here. It's a very interesting group. Usually when you do a pick a card reading, there's a unanimous energy around that reading. For you guys, I'm getting different energies. 2 different energies. That's very, wow, that's very weird and spontaneous. Usually I'd have to plan that. Okay, so there's 2 very distinct energies in this reading. I want you to pick numbers 1 or 2. Think of the number 1 or the number 2. Actually, let's do that again, because that's going to be confusing the timestamps. So instead, I want you to do... Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. Sorry, I'm going back and forth here. Never mind. Number 1 or number 2. Which one is it? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's enough. So, all right, number 1. Number 2, you'll have to just, well, actually, you've already, what am I doing? I am all over the place in my mind. There's a lot going on in this group, I think. Why did I pick up my deck again? There was a recent breakup for you, perhaps? Your heart was recently broken, number 1. Recently broken. You are a heartbreaker. Oh, both. You've certainly had your heart broken, but you're also a heartbreaker. And you are like the Empress. You attract a lot of people. I'm hearing, darling, you attract boys, you attract girls, you attract everybody. And you are a heartbreaker, okay? You have a lot of admirers, just as you have a lot of jealousy towards you. But the fact that you actually attract everybody, in a sense, in many ways, you're like this glowing orange star walking down the street. Like, I don't know how to put it. You have this electrifying, intense sexual energy, and people are very drawn to you. They flock to you. You break a lot of hearts, and it's not that you don't care, but like you don't know these people, so there's no attachment for you. And for you, it's more like, okay, come on, leave me alone. You're not always a lone wolf, but you can have that sort of instinct in you where you can be a little bit of the lone wolf. All right, so I drank a little bit of water again. But there's something about you. It's entrancing, it's enchanting. You're very sexy. You may be particularly voluptuous and have a lot of curves too. But I'm getting in this group, there are all different kinds of body types. So, all different kinds of body types, but you're all sexy. Whatever your body type is in this group, you're very sexy. There's something very catching about you. Something very fetching about you. And your gaze alone can just mesmerize people and like almost hypnotize them in the spot, you know, like you almost give people a minor coma, just like you're like, oh, they're, you know, there's something almost intimidating about your looks too. You break a lot of hearts. Now it's interesting because I'm talking a lot about you. You wanted to know what they felt about you. I mean, the answer is, honey, they feel about you what a lot of people feel about you, which is, holy moly, I don't know how I'm gonna get to this person. You seem out of their league to them, but they also look at you like this. Just, sorry, my dog is barking playfully in the background. He wants me to play with him. Yeah, you just look like the star. Like you magnetically draw people in. So this person feels very attracted to you. You are like everything to them, similar to group 1 from like Crystal 1, I mean. So if you're interested in watching that video, then I would recommend it. If not, then this is just the reading for you. And yeah, this person is just very like electrified by you. They just want to spend as much time with you as they can. And everybody feels that way to a certain degree. You know, everybody wants to spend with you as much time as they can. So that was your reading number pile 3, or yes, crystal 3 of number 1. By the way, if you're interested, I'm giving 50% off on all my readings and services in my website. And in exchange for just some support for my channel. So if you want to find out ways on how you can support me, or how you may support me, if you're interested, of course, in having a reading, then you can take a look at the link below in the description under 50% off readings, personal readings. The link below, and then you will see discounted readings, sorry, is what I'm calling it. Never mind. Then you can take a look at the video, have some information there, and otherwise, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that you did. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. All right, crystal 3 number 2. Here we are, crystal 3 number 2. Let's take a look at the energy from your group. I find that so fascinating. I've never seen that before, where one group could be divided into 2 energies like that. Okay, the other energy is this. There's some kind of, it's not necessarily a love triangle, but there's some, I almost feel like a feud or a discussion or an argument between someone you know, a good friend, and the person that you are interested in, or the person you are in a relationship with, okay? And basically, this is causing a lot of distress for you, a lot of anxiety, because you just can't understand why people just, you know, why we can't just find a way to come together and get along. Because these are 2 important people in your life, and you're feeling very anxious about the fact that there is this weird dynamic going on. Now, at the same time, you came to ask what, you know, your person of interest feels about you, okay? In part because your friend is making you doubt whether this person is a good match or not. Just a sec, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. Thank you for your patience. Okay, what was I saying? So, your friend is giving you cause for doubt, basically. I feel like this is very, I don't know, it's I feel very interesting giving this reading to you, because it's almost like watching one of those mystery shows on TV. Like, what does this person feel about me? Do they like me? Do they not? Are they, sincere? Are they not? Like, what is this person all about? I don't know. It's just interesting energy around the situation here is what I'm saying. So, what does this person feel about you? Let's find out. Just give me a minute. Okay. This person is very interested in personal development and growth. Well, this person is very focused on their ambitions in life, which is very, very important. But this person, and don't shoot the messenger if you don't think that this message is accurate. By all means, disregard everything I'm saying, please. But this is the message that I'm getting through. So if it doesn't resonate, either you might have picked the wrong pile, or for whatever reason, I don't know, it just wasn't meant to be for you, this reading. Or maybe there's only just a certain element that you can take out of it, and you just needed to hear that certain element. It's possible. Either way, for most of you, okay? For most of you, this person is just cold, distant, and frankly, they are just not that into you. That was really hard for me to say. I can understand if you were upset with that message, but remember, who am I at the end of the day? These are a bunch of cards I'm looking at. I'm using my intuition to gain information, but feel free to, of course, trust your intuition over mine if you don't feel that message resonates. But the message I'm getting is that this person doesn't care the way you'd want someone to care about you, and is just not that into you. And your friend, on the other hand, cares about you a lot, wants you to acknowledge your worth. Your friend believes that, you can do better for yourself, not to get fooled by someone's facade and persona, because sometimes a person will put on a show just to feel a part of something normal, because they themselves don't know how to truly care about others. They want to understand what it means to care about others. They want to pretend to care about others sometimes, but they just don't get it. And you're much more, you are, and I'm sure your friend would nod their head in agreement 1,000 times. You are highly intelligent. You are very smart. You are a good person. You're honest. You're fun. You're a good conversationalist. You're down to earth. You don't take yourself too seriously. You're humble. You're cool to hang out with. You have good tastes in movies, in books, and you have great friends. Love you, who care about you, and they know that there is someone out there who deserves you 1,000 times more. So I want you to remember that message. If you don't resonate with it, that's okay. But know that whatever happens, you will be okay, and everything will work out for the best. All right. So before you go, If you would like to know how to get 50% off some of my personal readings, services that I offer through my website, linked in the description below. You can take a look at my discounted readings link in the description, which will take you to one of my videos that kind of gives you some information on how you can support my channel. And as a thank you, by helping me to support my channel, I will give you half off any of my readings, which are already priced fairly low in comparison to other psychics. And I know that during this time of COVID, not all of us have a lot of funds. So I get it. My prices are not too bad. If they're okay with you and you would like a reading, I would love to give you one. If not, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.